Common real estate terms explained for you. If you are a first-time home buyer, chances are you will come across some terms you are not familiar with, and that can be overwhelming, especially while going through one of the biggest purchases of your life. The good news is you do not need to be an expert on real estate jargon. That is your agent's job. But getting to know these basic terms will help you feel a lot more confident throughout the process. So here are some terms that every home buyer should know. And once you are familiar with this terminology, you will have a better understanding of important details from contracts to negotiations, so that when those big conversations happen, you'll be able to be in control and able to make the best decisions for your unique situation. As Redfin puts it, quote, having a basic understanding of important real estate concepts before you start the home buying process will give you peace of mind now and could save you a fortune in the future. So here's a breakdown of a few key real estate terms and definitions that you should know according to the Federal Trade Commission and First American. Appraisal. An appraisal is a report providing the estimated value of the home. Lenders rely on appraisals to determine a home's value so that they are not lending more than the home is worth. Contingencies. Contingencies are contract conditions that must be met, typically within a certain time frame or by a specified date. For example, a home inspection is a common contingency. And while you can waive these to try and make your offer more competitive, it's generally not recommended. Closing costs. Closing costs are a collection of fees and payments made to the various parties involved in your home purchase. So you should ask your lender for a list of closing cost items that may include things like attorney's fees, taxes, title insurance, and more. Down payment. The down payment varies by buyer, but it is typically 3.5% to 20% of the purchase price of the home. There are even some 0% down payment programs available. So again, ask your lender for more information because chances are, unless specified by your loan type or lender, you don't need to put down 20%. An escalation clause. This is typically used in highly competitive markets. It is an optional add-on in a real estate contract that says a potential buyer is willing to raise their offer on a home if the seller receives a higher competing offer. This clause also includes how much a buyer is willing to pay over the highest offer. Mortgage rate. The mortgage interest rate you pay when you borrow money to buy a home. That is something you should consult your lender about so that you know how it can impact your monthly mortgage payment. Pre-approval letter. This is a letter from a lender that shows what they are willing to lend you for your home. This, plus an understanding of your savings, can help you decide on your target price range. Getting this from a lender should be one of your first steps in the home buying process before you even start browsing homes online. The bottom line here is you do not need to have all these terms memorized, but a little knowledge goes a long way. And brushing up on the basics now means fewer surprises later and more clarity when you buy a home. What unfamiliar term or phrase have you come across that is not on this list? Let's connect and talk through so you have a solid understanding of what it means and where it may show up in the home buying process. Having a knowledge of these terms and others will help you feel more familiar with the process and not feel like a deer in the headlights. When you work with me, you also have a real estate specialist with the heart of a teacher who is ready to explain anything that you do not understand or that you have questions about. I am David Hittle, doing business as Shopkentuckyhomes LLC, a real estate specialist with United Real Estate Louisville, and I am here to help you with all of your real estate needs. Give me a call today at 502-489-1135.